Greetings and thank you for joining us for the 21st episode of the Young Justice Review on DC Animation with Spencer and Friends. This is an LMG Podcast Production. Today, I'm joined by a dear friend.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Cassidy is
Hello.
joining us today. And Cassidy, I'm happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here.
And I appreciate you for joining us on this journey through DC Animation. Today, we will be reviewing Season 2, Episodes 15 and 16. So, Episode 15, War. We open on Rimbor with the Justice League trial, and everyone there is updated about the Reach being on Earth. Mongol decides to pay the Earth a visit. The Watchtower and the Reach aren't exactly happy about that, but Green Beetle explains War World as it makes its way to Earth. The Reach tells the media that they have no weapons, but they stand with Earth, and the Watchtower tries to negotiate with Mongol, but Mongol says that the Reach having Earth is a great big bag of hell now, so he's just gonna destroy the Earth. With that, the League and the Squad move in to take down Warworld. The Squad finds Mongol, and he is simply too fucking much for them. He feels disrespected that his mercy was met with resistance, so he unleashes everything Warworld has at Earth. The Reach has no choice but to mobilize their fleet. Bumblebee overloads the power core, which fucks Mongol up a little bit, which allows the Squad to subdue him. After everything is all good, Blue Beetle attacks the Squad. He is able to handle everyone except Arsenal, who escapes. The Reach is pleased that Blue Beetle has successfully knocked out the Squad and taken the War World Crystal Key. And that's the episode.
Yes.
So, we open on Rimbor, and Superman is, trying to defend the actions that he did, but he had no control of himself.
Doing his darndest.
Yeah, and he keeps saying, like, we were not in control of the situation, and they really aren't trying to hear it.
No.
And then we hear some Krillitanians talking about bribes, and we see in the back are two people. One of them we've seen before, one of them we haven't. We see Mongol, who isn't named until a little later in the episode, and we see my nigga Vandal Savage, my fucking guy.
Your guy.
So we watched them and everybody else in the room get basically a news alert saying that the Reach is on Earth. Now, the League has no idea who they are or what they're doing. So, luckily, Green Lanterns know everything. And so John Stewart explains, well, the Reach and the Guardians came to an agreement because the Reach being anywhere is a serious problem. So the Reach can only be places where they are invited.
Like
And if
vampires.
Yeah, and he said, and if they're on Earth, exactly like vampires. He said, and if they're on Earth, Green Lanterns can't get involved at all. And Vandal Savage and Mongol are like, uh, uh. So I want to know, firstly, when you saw my guy, what was going through your head?
I just assume problems were gonna happen because I see him and I worry that problems are gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that he was at the trial and he's the one who, facilitated all
Yes.
this. But yeah,
But bad guys like to look at their own work.
of course. And really, I wondered how you felt about him being there because it seemed like he also didn't know about the Reach being on Earth.
That did seem confusing, and I was confused.
Because like, but you're you're one of the light, so like, and y'all are in
Work
cahoots.
together, yeah.
So like, how do you, what's going on? And there's no way that Vandal Savage knew what Mongol was gonna do
Hmm.
and just like sanctioned that in my head. Like
Hmm.
the fact that Mongol went to Earth and he was like, the fact that the Reach has your planet means that it like that's the I can't do that.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all off the board. Whole planet. Consider it a mercy. Um, I feel like Vandal Savage wouldn't have been cool with that.
Right.
So like, what's going on here?
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I wanted to know what your thoughts were with all of that happening.
No, I was mainly just I was focused on like why is he even here? I had the thought of just like who wants to see what he's caused kind of thing. Um, but also I was confused with him with the why are the reach even there? Because I also want to know really what's going on here and everything
Why
with
the Reach is on Earth?
like no like everything's got to be connected. Or I'm overthinking it, which wouldn't also be a surprise. But I'm just like, how, trying to connect dots where maybe there aren't even any dots, but I'm trying to place some lines. And so I was trying to think with,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. All right. So we see that Mongol just dramatically leaves the courtroom.
as one does.
Yeah, because he's too big to go unnoticed.
Yes.
And we see that there is a moon-sized thing moving toward Earth. And the watchtower is like, oh, that thing is huge and it's on its way. And the Reach is like, I don't like that one bit.
This is concerning.
Yeah. And so the Reach gets on the mic and he's like, hey, Earth belongs to the Reach. Turn around. And Mongol's like, I don't think I will. P.S. Did you recognize Mongol's voice?
I did.
Okay, what do we
Keith
think?
David. Oh, he's a fun one. And what a great voice.
Keith David is perfect for Mongol.
Because like I already was excited the first time he spoke, but then the entire whole way episode through, I was like, this was a stellar choice.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Mongol. He did not exist in Smallville or anything, but that kind of intimidation factor that I expect out of a character like this, I was like, oh, this is
So Mongol, I mean, the episode kind of tells you everything you need to know. Mongol is another intergalactic conqueror. He just
hmm.
happens to have control of a planet-sized or a moon-sized Death Star.
I,
Like,
good for him.
yeah, like it's called War World, but yeah, like he controls a moon with guns, and it allows him to intergalactically conquer.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the episode the episode kind of tells you who he is and what he's here to do.
Hmm.
And then whenever he said, "No, the Reach is gonna get in my way," like the Reach is gonna interrupt my plans, it was like,
Hmm.
yeah, that sounds like some conqueror shit. And them being in the way, yeah, that would be a problem.
Yep.
So, and then the Watchtower is like, "Hey, we would like to negotiate," and he's like, "No, no, none of that. I will be destroying your planet because the Reach is already there. And if the Reach is there, y'all need me to destroy your planet. So I will accept my thank you now."
Because I won't hear it after.
Yeah, like now's your chance to thank me. But the Reach, they get on, they get on the news just lying. They were like, "Hey, we don't have any weapons.
We don't
So
have
we,
any of them at all.
yeah, like we came in peace, so we don't like do that.
What
But
a joke.
we're not gonna leave. We stand beside you as this happens." And because it's moon-sized, it's affecting tides. Like Aquaman's having to, keep
Struggle?
waves down. And yeah, like Cat Grant had to be like, don't travel on the water.
Go
Just,
inland, please.
yeah, like traveling on the water is not your friend.
Which, as a normal human being situation, water stuff freaks me out. If waves were getting higher like that and just like these little mini tsunamis were happening and all of that, like, mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Nope. Get me out. Take me to the mountains.
And we see that Mal is like, hey, I finally get to spend time with you, beautiful. And she's like, there's a second moon in the sky. What's
Yep.
that about? And so, of course, their date is interrupted
Naturally.
because that's just how it's gotta be. But yeah, Mongol is like, no, I'm destroying the Earth, and I expect to thank you. So the Justice League was like, okay, fine. And Dr. Fate shows up
Hmm.
and, cuts that off. And then he starts getting attacked by everybody. So League and Squad. The League is out front, and the Squad has infiltrated the actual war world. And they have a three-prong plan. We can destroy the power battery, or like handle the power battery. We can handle Mongol, or we can handle the crystal key that allows this whole thing to run. Like, if we can execute one of those three things, if not all of them, of course, then this ends. So, cool. And of course, the Reach is feeding all of the information to the League because it's in everybody's best interest that Mongol's not here.
Yeah.
So the Reach is like, I cannot believe
We
that
have to
I am rooting
cheer for the Justice League,
for
the
these
littles.
little, yeah, for the little guys that we're subjugating. I can't believe I want them to win, but they have to win. And so the squad that actually gets sent to Mongol, they arrive and Mongol has to get out of his seat. And they sent a pretty heavy squad, like Arsenal, Wonder Girl, Wolf, Superboy, like that's a unit.
Yeah,
Mongol's too fucking much.
a little bit.
And what I love, I when I knew it was Keith David, I was like, please let him monologue at least a little bit.
You have to.
You have to let him monologue at least a little bit. Like, I understand that he had some communication with, the back and forth with the, hey, this is the Reach, you need to leave. No.
Hmm.
Hey, this is the Justice League, can we talk? No.
No,
Let him monologue a little bit.
you need to hear him speak.
Yeah, and so when he was beating a ass, he was monologuing a little, he was throwing some monologues in there, and I was like, this
Mhm.
is what I need. He's just silly Kryptonian. You think you're
Silly.
proud of this, aren't you? You think you're the only one who grew up on. He basically like this is the oh you think the darkness is your ally. You only adopted the dark. I was born in it. Like it felt like that when he said, "Oh, you think you're the only one who was born under a red sun?"
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Connor.
He said
You
that, and I
weren't.
go,
Yeah, whenever yeah,
Pikachu.
whenever he said that, I was like, "Oh, that's not gonna be good for you."
Nope.
So. Yeah. But yeah, it gave me those vibes, the Bane monologue a little bit, just in that moment.
You saying that now and me reflecting on it, I'm like 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, again, I needed him to have a little bit of a monologue at least, or to be talking shit.
Oh yeah.
And he was. And yeah, he dealt with them pretty easily. And then he got back in his chair and he was like, you know what? How dare you? I was being merciful.
Yep.
With that unibeam that I sent, that was just going to it was going to happen immediately. There was going to be no pain, like, it was a mercy. And getting the Reach out of here, also a mercy. But now that I feel disrespected, I'm going to make it hurt a little bit.
Make it your problem.
I'm going to send everything that we've got here at War World. And so he starts throwing everything at him. And the Justice League. So, real quick, Dr. Fate, right? I appreciate what you're doing, but could we get like a better shield shape? because the shape of the shield is why stuff is getting through.
Yes. Like it's not all-purpose coverage.
Yeah, like is can we get a different like how
Yep.
big you make it? It needs to be, if that's the only shape you can make, it needs to be bigger.
Yep.
But like I have a suggestion. Can we just get another shape with like more coverage? Cause what are we doing? Cause yeah, he had that shape shield and then he kind of just made a bigger that like the fate symbol and
Yep.
I
You need
feel
it to be
like
way bigger, bro.
you have enough you're Dr. Fate.
Yep.
You are an order lord. I need you to have more shapes. So like can we
Help
get
it
some more
out.
yeah, like I just need a wall. But I guess like if you were a Green Lantern, you could use some imagination. Maybe that's but you have magic. Magic is whatever the fuck it
I was
wants
gonna
to
say
be.
it's literally anything if it's magic.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with magic.
Yep.
So can I get a different shape, please? No? Okay. You're the reason that there's only 68% coverage because you're not using other shapes, my guy.
Migai.
So it's like, yeah, 68% is being handled by the Justice League. Another 13% is being handled by the US military. And the Reach is like, so that we're clear, that still leaves enough firepower to destroy a hemisphere. And that will spoil the meat. Cassidy, I I had a feeling.
My favorite term.
Yeah, I had a feel like the moment she said it, I was like, "Oh, I know Cassidy just cringed." Like a deep cringe. I know it because not only the usage of the word meat, but the spoiling of.
The spoiling and here's the thing, it came to me unexpectedly and it made which made it even more of a oh my God.
Yeah,
So which doesn't help when these bros say it, but at least I'm like he's gonna say it or he's gonna say it. But like oh I was just like what spoiling and uh,
yeah, because we're used to Black Beetle saying it.
yep
But yeah, when the doctor lady said, yeah, like,
for life.
and that will spoil the meat, it's like, uh,
Which from the standpoint of as a viewer and the like, hey, let's realize how not good these people are, appreciated her saying it.
yes, that was one of those lines. It's like, oh, I don't forget.
But also from the standpoint of a viewer that is
Disgusted by it.
boiled.
Yep.
Because
And
that
you're like,
puts more into my head. Yeah.
she's talking about human people.
Yuck.
So yeah.
Ew.
And yeah, like just that was I thought it was hilarious, but I knew that you were gonna be like, gross.
Gross.
So yeah. The Reach has no choice but to mobilize their fleet. And my thought was, oh, y'all got some splaining to do.
You'll
Because
say
you
the right
remember,
thing.
y'all didn't have weapons.
So many no weapons.
Not
Just,
only did you not have weapons, you only had one ship.
yep.
So what's all
What's
this then?
happening?
Yeah, what's all that? But they were like, the ambassador was like, I don't like it, but like we can't risk Mongol destroying the meat,
Nope.
so we got to do something. So they mobilized their fleet, and it was like, he handled a lot of our fleet. That's
Mm-hmm.
not great.
Mm-mm.
And so Bumblebee and Mal, or Guardian, are Mal is just, throwing shade. All the shade.
A little bit of
Like
sauce.
he is so tell me with what you've seen, tell
Yeah.
me tell me your doctor opinion on their relationship. Like what do you
He is way more into her than she is into him.
okay?
Um, because like here's the thing. I didn't fully grasp until this, and if I missed something, listeners, apologies. But I don't know that I fully grasped until this episode that they were like together. I thought he was crushing hard and kept trying to hang out with her. And then I realized they're together, and she's
Yeah,
been
no,
acting like
they're in a full blown relationship.
and she's just, I'm just
Matter of
like, oh,
fact, whose engagement party did we see earlier? Who
oh
got
shoot.
engaged? Remember, we had an engagement party.
We did.
Was
Oh
it for
no,
Karen?
even worse.
Was it for Karen?
Was it Karen?
Because it was the engagement party
No.
was just so they could catch Captain Cold. That's really all
Okay.
it was.
Okay. Because I was like, hold on. Uh,
And that's why I don't remember whose engagement party it was. I just remember McGann, you know, not feeling great, and yeah,
right.
there was a lot of stuff happening,
There
but
was. Um,
it was basically just a let's get the girls together, and then
yes.
Captain Cold needs to be defeated. So
But aside from that, then, like, I thought he was just like really trying to get with her because of the way she was not responding to him, but still being kind, but not. And then this episode, I'm like, y'all have been together this entire time and you're acting like this to him? Because I don't think he's been excessive at any point. She's just been blowing him off every freaking time. And if she just
she
doesn't want
has
to hang, she just got to say she didn't want to hang.
well, and she's just been working a lot. She's been very busy with her job, and
Which
all the other
is
things.
respectable. Like, I'm not hating on her either. Let me make that clear. I just don't want either of them to be stuck in something that they don't need to be in because one of them doesn't want to have the time or one of them is putting too much time in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, it feels like a situation where how there are certain schools that will siphon off all of your time and there's no way around it. So like if you are trying to pass the bar to become a lawyer, if you are trying to become a doctor, like there are certain jobs where like it's just gonna siphon off all of your free time, and that's just what it is until you get to the other side. Like
Yes.
I took it as one of those situations of like, because whenever they actually did hang out, she was like, "You're gonna be bored because I'm gonna be doing research and whatnot."
I'm no, and again, I'm not faulting anybody on here for what they like her and her work and stuff, not faulting her on that. She should be doing her work. I'm just saying it was not obvious to me based off of how they were written that she had interest.
Okay, so yeah, the fact that you didn't realize they were in a relationship means that yeah, like yeah, they're not spending enough time together.
Yeah, like I could tell he was so into her.
Yes,
I thought she was just
no, they go together.
nice.
So with that information, how do you where do you stand?
She like I know you make very good points here, and I'm not disregarding them with the yes, you have to be all in on some of this stuff. Um, but also I just don't feel like she's showing or like it's not hard to say some words to show appreciation kind of thing, and I've not heard that from her at all. And I'm just like, if it's not in a place for you to be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship.
I mean, yeah.
Which I don't know. I feel bad for him every time I see them together.
That makes sense because yeah, he's literally just trying to spend time
And I don't think
and
he's being super excessive. And I clearly, if she's a strong enough woman, if now, again, this is me going back to not thinking they were dating. She's a kind like, I don't think she would have let him hang around if she didn't want him around. I'm
hmm
very aware of that. However, not to the point that I thought that they were together.
yeah.
Anyway, I know that's not the point of this whole thing, but I was just like, there's some missing from there somewhere.
Yes. Um as for the bridal shower, this is gonna sound bad, but it's either Karen or Raquel. Like I'm remembering
Oh,
one of them sitting at the head of the table.
No, I forgot that that could have been.
So I don't know.
I
I
don't know
want to.
either.
I think it was Raquel's wedding shower or bridal shower, whatever you want to call it. I
One
think it
of
was
our friends
Raquel.
will tell us.
I think it was Raquel. I don't think it was Karen. Like, because in my head, the hairstyle is Raquel's hairstyle, not Karen's hairstyle.
Hmm.
Regardless, they're together.
They are together, which kind of made me more sad for Mal, if I'm gonna be like, he's lonely. He is so very clearly lonely, and that makes me sad.
And he really just wants to spend time with his lady.
Which he gets to do it. It's just she like that's what I'm saying is if she's still as into him as I'm not seeing, because obviously, regardless live action animated, this is a TV show. I'm not seeing anything that's happening behind the scenes with them. So they could have she's probably saying better things behind or anything like that. But nothing I've seen has she been like,
Well, and one of the reasons that one of the things I think that indicated that they were together is whenever Mount Justice got destroyed,
hmm
and then Mal was like, "I'm gonna see what arrangements I can make," and he goes to her and says, "Hey, can we move in together?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know about that. My place is small, and you're not a small man." And her very clear like, "I don't think you should move in."
I saw that as a red herring for me. I was just like, okay, like he's just trying too hard right now, which maybe he was
Yeah,
still. I'm not discounting for that. I just think both of them, she's working so hard at what she's working at, and I am support that, but maybe they need to find a way to support each other separately.
perhaps.
Perhaps, or they can work through this because supposedly there was a working throughing of this
Yeah.
in those moments.
Because yeah,
He's
she
been,
was like, "Oh, you're throwing shade at me,"
yeah,
and I was like, "He been throwing this whole time. He been throwing shade at you,
whole episode.
and if you haven't noticed, that's a part of the problem."
Yep. That's what, but I will say it was funny that I was just like, dang, he's being like really upset about this today specifically. I'm not disagreeing, but my guy, now isn't the time.
Yeah, especially on the mic where everybody can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're adults in this squad. Like,
Yep.
because
And
whenever they
yeah.
were teenagers and being shady, that was one thing. But yeah, he's had enough.
Yeah.
He's like,
Um,
my girlfriend doesn't have time for me, and I don't like it.
yeah. So that's been the Young Justice couples therapy session of this episode. Moving on to
So eventually, she's like, "Oh, I'm having issues with the power cord. The power
Hmm.
keeps rerouting." And he was like, "Well, then reroute it somewhere else." And she was like, "Oh, idea, light bulb. I'll do that." And then she does that, and since Mongol's in the chair, it fucks him up a little bit. And Superboy's like, "We got him."
Mhm.
And they start putting a pause on him. And that's what it took. But they're able to get him taken care of. And so now that he's not in the chair, Warworld stops attacking because they were able to overload the power battery, and then Blue Beetle, who is being monitored by the Reach, um, he takes the power crystal, and everything's good. So everybody meets up eventually, and they're like, "Yeah, Mongol is very heavy." So they eventually, and we see that Karen and Mal have a moment together, which is when Arsenal was like, "Hey, where's mine?" And then Wonder Girl snuck one in there.
And I'm like, girl, what are we doing? But okay,
I
I'm
mean,
supported if you're into him.
and that's the thing, like, teenagers be ready.
Teenagers.
Well, Wonder Girl and Arsenal are teens, as far as I know, because Roy was frozen in time,
Correct.
and Wonder Girl is a teenager.
Yep.
So,
Teenage
yeah,
teenager.
teenagers be ready. And so that's why they were both like she snuck one in and he was like, yeah,
Both, yeah, we're like,
good place to start. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I think we can yeah,
Keep going from here.
so yeah, clearly they were both, prepared. But um they bring Mongol in and Blue Beetle is like, everybody's here. Great. And clocks Bart and then just starts attacking everybody. And Arsenal goes because the one thing that bothered me is like Superboy, you didn't react quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't process what was happening with enough. Like your processing speed didn't do what it needed to do. I feel like Tim was ready. Tim did the best he could under the circumstances. I understand that everybody was shocked, and that's not something that you're ready for to happen. And again, he needed to handle Bart first. That was smart. But yeah, Superboy didn't. He got knocked out because he didn't react quick enough, in my opinion.
Right.
But Arsenal is like his trauma kicks in, and he's like, "Oh, not I,
Mm-mm.
not again."
Mm-mm.
And so he is like, "We just all gonna die, but I'm not gonna be as captured. But
Yep.
if we die, that's fine. But captured, I will not be."
No.
And so he opens up the airlock, and they all almost get sucked into space, but Blue Beetle is able to, shut that down. And then Superboy's like, gasp, what's happening?
Yeah.
And Blue Beetle is like, don't stop talking.
Shit.
Yeah, chip, 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 just go to sleep. It's night time.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody is knocked out except for Arsenal because he was like, not me. And the Reach is like, good, good. Today was a win. Today was a great day. Because the squad, is an issue.
Yes.
But the Reach was able to get rid of the squad and they have the crystal key to War World. And that's not good
No.
because them weapons they didn't have, now they got them.
They for sure do.
They for sure have some weapons now.
Ugh.
So, how did we feel about this episode?
I didn't get as into it as I thought I would.
Okay.
Um, and I think as we just had that however long aside of Mal and Karen's situation, I think I was honestly, you all getting too focused on that little side. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time they popped up, I'm like, oh my gosh, you two need to sort this out. This is not the time. I'm tired of it. Um, but it had some funny moments, and I again really, really enjoyed Keith David in this episode, like so
Yes.
much. It was fun, great character, good little one little episode. I think I don't know. The one episode that he may or may not be in. Um, and I did like the throwdown between him and Connor and Arsenal, just like that whole like you can't take him down, that whole thing, because I cringed a couple of moments that he knocked some of them around.
Yeah.
Um,
I know that when he got Wolf, I know that.
you know I don't love that every
Yep.
single like Wolf got beat up this episode too. He got hit hard at least 3 times. I have a counter. So um
We care about Wolf.
yeah, the moment I saw he was on that ship, I was like, gosh dang, why did we bring him along? No.
We had to bring everybody.
I know. But yeah, I had a good time, but it was pretty run of the mill for me, personally. Though
Okay.
they really got me with the spoiling of the meat,
I bet.
as they do.
I think that this is probably my favorite version of Mongol that I've seen.
Hmm.
Like I mean, and Keith David had a lot to do with that,
Same.
but yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is what Mongol needs to be.
Hmm.
And so, episode 16. We open in the Atlantic Ocean, where Miss Martian, Artemis, and Calder are trying to figure out how to get Miss Martian out of this alive since she has successfully healed Calder's mind. Blue Beetle tells Nightwing that a boom tube took the squad and the crystal key, and Cheshire and Sportsmaster infiltrate the Mantomobile to exact their revenge. Just as Artemis walks out of the room, Sportsmaster finds Monica Black Manta, and Cheshire comes in to kill Calder. Miss Martian's telepathy is turned off and reinforcements are sent. The camera that Deathstroke was using to watch Calder's room is disabled, and Miss Martian and Calder try to explain that Artemis is alive, but she ain't trying to hear it. Nightwing is on his detective ship, and Megan eventually wakes up and reveals the truth to Cheshire and Sportsmaster. Sportsmaster is able to destroy the command center of the Mantomobile, and after a brief scuffle with Slade, Miss Martian facilitates the escape for herself, Sportsmaster, and Cheshire. Nightwing watches on TV as Blue Beetle becomes the Reach's puppet, and he is pissed.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. And our that's the episode.
Yeah.
So, we open in the Atlantic Ocean, and I'm sure that you knew as soon as you saw Atlantic Ocean.
It's like, cow.
Yes, I know who we get to see whenever we see that we're just in a body of water.
Yeah.
And so Miss Martian and Artemis and Calder are trying to figure out what to do. Slade is like, yeah, his mind isn't all the way back yet, but hopefully we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And Miss Martian is like, well, I mean, they're gonna kill me once we're done with this. So like, and Calder's like, yeah, we need to figure out a way to get you out of this, because
Right.
yeah, like we can't. I'm not just about to let you die. And they have to, because we're under the impression that his mind isn't fully back yet.
Right.
And then they're having the mental conversation of, yeah, since I am fully healed, we need to figure out what we're gonna do. And so then we go back to Earth, and Nightwing is like, what the fuck happened to my squad?
Yep.
And Blue Beetle taking all the, oh my God, it was all my fault.
No, no, it was me.
And whenever he said it was all my fault, I was about to be like, oh, let's hear it.
I'd love to know what you're about to tell us.
Because it absolutely 100% was your fucking fault.
Yep.
But yeah, please, the floor is
Let's
yours.
hear about it.
And of course, Green Martian is there to be like, it was not your fault. But he's like, we captured Mongol, and then a boom tube opened, and I flew up out of instinct, and everybody got taken by the boom tube
Yep.
and Mongol, and oh my God, my feelings are so hurt that everybody got
Earned.
taken. And Nightwing is like, you know what? I understand why you did what you like. You surviving, okay. Oh, and Bart had the crystal key. Oh no. So like Mongol must have set up a boom tube or something. And it's like, yeah, I'm reading boom tube activity. Shit. All right. Go to sleep. Get some rest.
Yep.
No, I want to help. Get your ass to bed.
But
And then Green Beetle was like, I will make sure he gets home. Dr. Fate opens a little portal, and then they do the like nod of acknowledgement. And it's like, oh, okay, so yeah, he just, lied to Nightwing's face. And we knew that Nightwing was like, uh, okay,
didn't like that.
yeah. So then we see, and I don't know, I was just calling it the Mantomobile because I don't know what that vessel is.
I like it.
So we see
Yeah.
two people, like as the Mantomobile is coming around a curve, because whenever it was coming around the curve, I was like, oh, is that going to put Ms. Martian in range?
Hmm.
Because that was the whole thing was Slade needed to stay out of the range of her telepathic abilities so that he couldn't, be compromised.
Right.
So that's where I thought they were going as they were turning the corner. Because I was like, oh, Slade might be in range. That might be how we get out of this. But no, that is not why they had to turn a corner. So we see two people infiltrate the Mantomobile, and then we see that those two people are Cheshire and Sportsmaster. And Cheshire's like, the only reason we're working together is for revenge. And Sportsmaster's like, yeah, my rep. So
Me reputation.
yeah, I gotta keep this tough
The
guy thing.
guys don't like me.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm going to go kill Manta, and you can have Calder because I don't care about the fact that my daughter was killed. I care about my reputation.
Well,
So, because yeah, we know why Cheshire being there. Yes, Cheshire, you should absolutely be there.
yes.
Like Cheshire, I'm not mad at you. Yes, kill him.
Get him
In,
out.
in, in your mind, yes.
Kill him.
Yeah, in your mind, kill him.
Yep.
Sportsmaster, you're a terrible guy.
With
You're just a,
terrible reasoning.
you're just an awful person. And that's clear. So, they sneak through the ship. They start, attacking uh guards and looping cameras and doing all the things that need doing. And of course, the three, Miss Martian, Artemis, and Calder, try to devise a plan. And of course, this requires Artemis leaving the room. Because why not? So she leaves the room, of course, at the perfect time.
It's the best opportunity to leave.
Yeah, like right now? Yes, right now.
Perfect.
So she leaves the room, and of course, once she leaves the room, that's when all of the things start happening.
Hmm.
So Sportsmaster locates my nigga Black Manta and pulls out the ball and chain. And Cheshire gets into the room with Calder. And Miss Martian is trying to save his life for obvious reasons.
Obvious.
But she's like, Cheshire's like, why would you try to protect him? And then she tries to, use some telepathy, and Slade turns that off. And yeah, it's just not good. It's not a
I
good situation.
loved that moment for Cheshire of like of her not I didn't love it for her, but just like the confusion of like why are you protecting him
Yeah,
after all he's done to us?
yeah, he killed your
Well,
friend Artemis. What
yeah,
the fuck are you doing?
like why? Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, this is a great example of why communication is so important.
Yes.
But yeah, so her telepathy gets turned off because Slade is like, yeah, no, 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 none of that.
Not having that.
Which, yeah, because she's like, hey, you don't understand. Like, there's some shit going on here. And so eventually, there's a lot of fighting happening in a lot of different places. And Artemis is like, hey, y'all go help Cal. And so she's in the control room looking for a way to turn off the collar. And, we see where it is when she eventually finds it. But Slade is still keeping an eye on things, and he's like, hey, there's an assassin in Calder's room, go handle that. And then that's when he encounters Sportsmaster, and yeah, they're fighting, and I'm like, my nigga Black Manta, you're literally aiming with your eyes. Like you wherever you're looking,
Look
that's where
right
you're
at
shooting.
them.
Why haven't you hit this man? But the episode needed to happen.
I was gonna say the show needed to go on.
Yeah, because we had to, be under the impression that Sportsmaster is super skilled, and all that. Sportsmaster had to win. Yeah, all that. Because I was like, he should be incinerated.
Yeah.
But whatever. It was
Well,
a good looking fight scene. Anyway,
I was having a great time with it. So,
yeah,
logic aside, lovely.
yeah. So eventually, Cheshire and Miss Martian are fighting over the gun, and Miss Martian is like, I need to turn that camera off. So she, shoot, shoot, shoot. The camera goes down, and then Miss Mars is like, "Ah, okay, now we can talk."
Now I can talk
Oh,
to.
yeah. Oh, no more talking.
Ah.
And Calder has to be like, "Hey, hey, whoa, whoa, Cheshire, come on, let's talk."
I was so excited when he got up, though. I
Yeah,
was like, I knew he was fine, obviously, because of their little mental. But when he got up, I was like, he's really alive.
yeah, he's actually fine.
He's really there.
And so Calder's like, "Hey, yo, Artemis is alive." And she's like, "Gasp, Artemis is alive. Ah, you thought I'd fall for that shit." And it was like,
I don't
"Oh,
blame her.
same." Because you're like,
Like,
I
why
don't
would I
believe you."
trust you? I don't,
Yeah,
nothing's going right now. Why would I trust you at all?
yeah, she ain't trying to hear it at all.
Mm-mm.
So while that's happening, we see Nightwing doing his detective work.
Oh, he's investigating hard.
Yes, he has opened an investigation, and yeah, he is looking through everything, looking at all the things. And this was on Warworld, right? Yeah. So he's
Mhm.
he's exploring Warworld,
Yep.
and yeah, he's like, huh,
Hmm.
a lot of mess here.
Fascinating. All
Yeah,
these little things.
because if a boom tube opened, there wouldn't have been this much activity. And so he's like, he finds Tim's batarang, and he's like, and he sees some Beetlejuice on it, and he's like, uh, what's all this? This come into contact with, how did, oh, oh,
Interesting.
yeah, that's, uh, and McGann is knocked out. Bunch of fighting happening, bunch of stuff going on, and eventually McGann wakes up, and Tigress is over there fighting Sportsmaster. Luckily, Artemis knew that the psychic link was down for some reason. And so once she is able to turn the collar off, she's like, "Hey, the psychic link should be back up." Oh shit, it's not. All right, that's not great. She runs into Sportsmaster. They fight a little bit, and he's about to kill her.
So close to killing her.
And luckily, Miss Martian woke up right then
Whew.
and and did a full scale enough.
Talk about timing.
Yeah. Oh, the
I,
timing. The timing of
I took
all
a
the
deep breath.
everything that happened
Oh,
in this episode, all the
all
timings.
timing. Because, man, every time I was like, oh,
Yeah. There was a lot of like, oh, yeah.
yep.
So she wakes up right in the nick of time and just, shuts everything down. She brings everyone into a room, and Cheshire's like, "How dare you get into my mind? Who gave you the authority to get into my memories?" And Artemis is like, "No, no, this is mine." And she reveals herself, and
Facts.
Cheshire, they reveal the truth, and Cheshire's like, "Oh my God, Artemis, I'm so glad you're here." And Sportsmaster's like, "This is a ruse. This is a
Folly.
trap. This is This isn't real."
Hmm.
And Cheshire's like, "Can you not feel that this is actually her?" And Sportsmaster said something that really let us know who he is. He was like, "I don't even feel you in here." It's like, got it.
Okay,
That is the kind of
great.
we we already knew what kind of person you were,
But, like, thanks for further confirmation.
but that locked it in. Like, got it.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. Okay. I don't have any more. I understand now. I get it. So what Artemis does next is hilarious. Artemis is like, go ahead and wake us up. I'll show him. I will convince him that I am who I say I am." And then they come out of the mind, and he shows her, or she shows him, a trick that he taught her. It's like, "I taught you that move." And it's like, "Yeah, you fucking idiot."
Duh, Dad. That was the fun. It was so, I know she's like older now, but she's still so young. Because when duh, Dad, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
She's
was so
only
funny to me.
21, maybe.
Maybe, but it was just such a funny, like, oh my gosh, Dad, please.
Yeah, come on, Dad. And he was like, "Ah, So you're pulling the wool over his eyes. You're pulling a fast one on
Beast.
Manta. Good job, baby girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And that's the thing, like I him saying those words shouldn't be, but it's him and I hate it.
It's the way he said, because it's just like it's not a weird thing. I feel like a dad to
But
say, but it's the way that he specifically says it. It's who he is as a person. It's just the tone and I hate it.
I think it's the fact that he's made it very clear that he does not care about his daughters. I think
Very
that's
clear.
that's why I don't like it. Is like you're not a
They're
fa
pet names more than anything than
like
actual.
yeah, you're calling them that just because they are your offspring, but like you don't ha
Exactly.
have that.
It's just like a play little thing for him, not even
Yeah, but
a.
like the relationship is not. It just feels
Mm.
gross from him.
It's gross. It's just the worst, and I hate it.
Yeah, like I don't like it. Like there's no like you know how sometimes like when you look in somebody's eyes just dead inside. Like
Yes.
that's how the delivery of it. And the voice actor for Sportsmaster is doing a great job because I don't like
I hate
it.
it so much.
I hate it every time. And yeah, so like every time
Yeah,
he says little
exactly.
girl, it's gross. And then whenever we found out that he was their dad, it didn't make it better.
It somehow did not. No,
Like that should have been like, oh, okay, no, it
that's not
didn't.
as creepy. No, it's still icky
I
though.
still don't like it.
No.
I don't like it from you specifically. You, sir, are the
Mm.
problem. So, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, but he's proud, I guess, because he
I
obviously doesn't.
bet.
He doesn't like Manta, even though his reputation is intact. I, mm, yeah, I guess, and he's probably mad at the light for not letting him kill Manta.
He's just mad.
Yeah, I think he's just mad, and that's just what it's gonna be. But yeah, like I don't want Sportsmaster to win. I don't want him to be successful. I don't like him.
No, don't.
So, um, once that happens, uh, she's like, "Hey, I need a favor," and then they, pretend to fight some more, and then he is able to destroy the command center. And that is so that they can't go back, look at any footage, know what happened, know who was touching shit. Yeah, like we need all that destroyed. So then my nigga Black Manta, like they set a bomb on Calder's door because Cheshire has locked them all in there. And they say, "Hey, we set a bomb." And Black Manta just blows that shit up. Doesn't tell anybody to move. Don't timer. Just
Just
immediately
goes all in.
just
Dedicated.
blows the door off.
Yep.
And Miss Marcia got her powers back.
Yes.
So she hems everybody up, and she and Cheshire have a little conversation in the mind to be like, hey, we good? We're gonna coordinate this? Got it. And then she does and whenever Miss Martian gets into that character, the like almost whenever her revenge is on, when it's not
Yeah.
really on, but like whenever she's doing the character of the
Just
I hate you,
get me. Yeah, 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 yeah,
it's so she's so cold, and I love it.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
so good. I was like, oh, she acted. That motherfucker acted in a day. Like, it's so good whenever she gets into that character. Because it's not real, but also it kind of is. Like, because we've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, the hello, Simon. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I was like,
goosebumps.
oh, she meant that.
She
You
did.
better hide, Simon. You better
I'm
run.
scared.
Because it's not going to be good for you, Simon.
No, sir.
But, uh, yeah, so Simon is how this all started. But anyway, she is in her like cold character mode and they all coordinate and she says to Cheshire like, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna let you go because my enemy of my enemy and all that."
All that jazz.
And Cheshire's like, "Okay, fine." And he's like, "No, I'm taking my revenge." And, Calder is able to. oh no, not Dad.
Dad.
And then, you know, that works. Like, oh, that seeing me in mortal danger was the thing he needed
Yeah.
to bring his mind back.
Right.
And then we see that Cheshire and Sportsmaster need to escape, and Slade shows up. And Sportsmaster obviously doesn't like Slade because he's his replacement.
Right.
But he says to him, like, Slade, they're using you. And Slade is like, but they're paying me.
So let me be used.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to put you down,
Money
Sportsmaster.
talks.
And so yeah, those two start scuffling a little bit, and Slade is I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Slade is better than him. That's just what it is.
Really.
And
No
then
questions.
the conversation between Artemis and Cheshire was hilarious to me. Because Artemis was like, "Oh, you cared about me.
Money.
You came to get revenge in my honor. That's so cute." And one of the things, I'm glad that Cheshire said this, but Cheshire was like, I like your new look. It reminds me of me.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's what I was like, she just looks like
Looks
Cheshire
like
now.
Cheshire.
And yeah, so yeah, she was
Cheshire.
like, yeah, it reminds me of me, and I kind of like it. So yeah, more coordinating mentally, and Miss Martian demonstrating that she's the most dangerous person in most rooms, especially now that she's kind of free from, well, we don't know if she's free. Now that she has fixed Calder's mind, she
Yes.
was in character for a lot of this, but like we don't know if she's healed from the trauma yet.
From her
Y-
trauma
yes, the
of
trauma,
herself.
yes, the
Mm.
trauma that she acquired through hurting Calder.
Whether or not she's healed, I don't know, but at least she's not moping anymore.
Yes, that
Because my
is
gosh, that was
that is important
not
that
it.
she's not, yeah, because nobody wanted any of that.
So I don't think I wouldn't say that's
We'll
gonna.
see.
I would think it would keep with her, but I'm just glad she's not moping anymore because they wouldn't have gotten out of this at all.
Correct. That is correct.
Because she would have been
She put her
scared.
game face on,
Yeah,
and I'm glad she was able to do that.
yeah,
But she also didn't have to scramble any brains.
true.
So, yeah. Regardless, I'm glad that she's, back to being useful and contributing.
Yes.
So, yeah, more mental coordination, and everybody's able to escape because she was able to make sure that everybody was. And Nightwing is watching the tele, kind of, going back over his investigation, being like, something's off. And then we see that the ambassador gets on and says, this hero single-handedly defeated the moon that was about to attack us. His name is Blue Beetle. And Nightwing was pissed.
I felt that anger. They drew that so well.
Yeah. Oh, he was so pissed.
Yeah.
And for good reason. One, Blue Beetle lied to his face.
Mm-hmm.
Two, his squad is gone. All of them.
A lot of them.
Everybody who wasn't in the water, which is just McGann,
Yeah.
gone. The
Gone.
entire squad was on Warworld. And so yeah, he's so pissed. And yes, like you said, they drew it so where you could feel it.
I felt a lot in those that last little bit because first of all, when Blue Beetle walks up to the podium, the way that they animated his smiling was very like uncanny valley kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, I didn't like that. That didn't feel real. That was really creepy. I don't
Thank
know
you
how.
for bringing that up.
And like not
Thank you for
even
bringing
in
that up.
a his eyes freak me out kind of way. Like there was something freaky about the way he smiled.
Yeah. No, you're
Um,
right.
so I was like, ugh, that's gonna be. And then when it goes back to Nightwing, I was like, my man's about to do some scary stuff, I feel like. because
He's
he's
gonna have to do, yeah,
mad.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't,
He's gonna have to
that's
do
not
something.
someone I want to make mad because he's so
He's chill.
cool and
He's
collected.
even key, yeah,
Seeing
and
him
so,
mad, scary.
yeah,
But in a I'm excited about it kind of.
yeah, I'm here for it. I want to see where it takes us.
What are we gonna do because you are so mad?
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
yeah,
But no, it was a lot in 2 minutes.
yes, yes, it was. And yeah, and I don't know, the heel turn felt sudden for Blue Beetle,
Hmm.
but it kind of was, but it kind of had to be
Hmm.
because we're at 16. So season's almost over. Because I was like, oh my God, that happened so quick. It really didn't. Like,
No.
it's late.
Yeah.
So the fact that we only have 4 episodes of this season left and he only just now heel turned, like, did a full heel turn, like, is actually openly on the side of the Reach.
Hmm.
I was like, it felt sudden, but no, it wasn't. It's late. It actually, we don't know. He's not going to be heel turned for very long based on how much season we got left.
Right.
So, what'd you think of this episode?
I had a great time with this.
I knew you would. I know that there are a bunch of
I
episodes where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for her to see this.
loved
This
this
is one of them.
episode. I had
This is,
so much fun. Like, one of my notes was just about the whole scene happening of everybody fighting each other. And I was like, I know everybody, this is just because no one's talking to anybody, but I am having a thrilling time right now. Just because I was like, oh no, not that I'm glad no one got hurt. Let me just really preface that. I'm glad no one got actually hurt, but I was just like, what's gonna happen? The whole time I'm like, something really bad could happen out of this. So I was on edge and excited the entire time because I was like, oh, something really big could happen. I hope it doesn't, but like, oh my gosh, it could. Um, Great to see Cal back in action at
oh
some
yeah,
capacity.
oh yeah,
Thrilling. Loved. Again, love that Megan's not moping and got stuff done.
we love that.
Loved that. Um, and then just like I felt some things, like I said, that I had again. Jaime's turn, not well, again, getting up at that podium again, the way that he was like so freaky and
Yeah,
like that was well done and
and I think that
I
that
think
was,
intentional
yeah, no, they did that to let you know that the heel turn was complete.
because it was so eerie
Yeah, it was gross,
and I was just
and it was
um,
this thing like it was awful, and that means it was really good.
yeah, and then again the thrill I felt when I saw how angry Nightwing looked, I was like, damn.
Yeah, y'all done pissed him off.
I had a
So,
great time on this one.
I also, and again, I know there are a lot of episodes where I say it, but like I was excited for you to see this one. So,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
we're almost there.
Almost there.
We're making our way.
Downtown.
Walking fast, honestly.
Days has passed.
And we're homebound.
Truly. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da. Anyway.
Da-na-na, na-na-na-na. Yeah, we went there. Anybody who was around in, 2004, hopefully you knew exactly what was going on there. So,
Yeah.
anything else on these episodes?
It got me really excited because we only have four more to watch, I believe. So big
What could
stuff's gonna
happen?
be going down.
Yeah, lot of stuff could
I'm
happen.
ready for some angry Nightwing.
Yeah.
My hopes and
Oh,
dreams.
okay. Okay. In the next episode, we will be discussing season 2, episodes 17 and 18. So until then,